Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time checking it out and you guys enjoy my plantee content, please think about hitting that subscribe button down below. Welcome back to all my other subscribers. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. Of course, I really appreciate it as always. All right, you guys, so I wanted to film like a sit down video today, but today has been just like a crazy day. And honestly, I have plant chores I really have to do like right this second. So I figured I would pull my camera out and try to film some because I had a really busy morning this morning and we just got home. I just got the baby to sleep. So I'm gonna take this opportunity right now when my husband's gone to work to like do my little chores and try to get tidied up. And I have a big chop to do on a plant. So if you guys want to see that, please stay tuned. Oh, it's freezing. I need to get my husband to start a fire. So we had a really busy morning and I had a dentist appointment and my dog had his cancer treatment, which we have to drop him off at like 8 o'clock and the place is like an hour away. So I've been up since like 6 and I didn't sleep good last night, but Dallas is asleep right now. So while I'm like awake, I made some coffee. I'm going to just live off of coffee for today, you know, running on no sleep, but coffee will fix it. I just got a bunch of different things to do. I'm really scatterbrained right now and I need to accomplish some things. So we're gonna head inside and we're gonna accomplish some things. So I still have a bunch of plants just hanging in my laundry room. I've been shuffling plants around every which way in my house. I feel like they're all over the place depending on who's getting treated for pests and whatnot. So I have some extra pothos in my bedroom hanging that used to be on the porch. I normally only have 2 in there and they all need a drink. Like I've been meaning to get them down and give them a drink for like 3 days, honestly. So I think that has to be the first thing. I'm going to take them to the baby's bedroom and water those. And then the main thing is my big giant begonia. We gotta deal with it. Today is the day. All right, here's my 4 pothos in my bedroom. Don't look, my bed's not made. Shh, who makes their bed? Anyway, so yeah, I've got 4. All of those really need a drink, so I'm gonna take those down the hall the other way because our bathroom in this bedroom does not have the extra bar to hang from. So yeah, the sun's going down as you guys can see, but I love the way the sun shines through all my little leaves. You'll be able to tell this is what's gonna happen if you don't water your plants soon enough. You're gonna get a bunch of yellow leaves and you'll get leaf loss. So water your pothos sooner than later. I'm probably gonna water these once he's starting to wake up. Once Dallas wakes up because he's like right here sleeping. So I'm gonna get out of here and hopefully he'll sleep a few more minutes. I gotta see what time it is. Did you have a good nap? I love you. Alright, so my syngonium from my last repot with me definitely like went into shock and it lost some leaves. So, I don't know, I'm feeling like I should just chop up this whole plant, honestly. But I think for right now, what I'm going to do, if I see it declining anymore, I'm probably going to have to just chop up this whole plant and propagate it. Like do a massive propagation and try to start the plant new because it's already lost 2 leaves. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't have put it in terracotta. I didn't really mess with the roots, but I don't know. I probably should have just left it in what it was, but I didn't. My friend Sam said hers did the same thing. Like, it freaked out when she repotted it. So, yeah, I don't know. It was my first time repotting it. This leaf is going now. It started to droop, and this leaf is dying. You can see it's like really droopy and yellow. So now it has one there, those two that aren't very variegated, and those three at the top. But when I cut it, I noticed I left two nodes there, so it's already in shock enough. I think I'm just going to cut this off and put those two, go ahead and put those two nodes in moss. And let me show you guys the part that we chopped, how it's doing. It's down here in this little glass jar, and surprisingly the white leaf is still hanging on, which is crazy to me that that white leaf has not melted yet. And we have roots coming in, so I know this thing is really easy to propagate, just like any syngoniums, honestly. If you put them, if they have leaves, just put them down in water, I think is the easiest. But if it's a node, I'm gonna put it in some moss. So yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna chop this plant up probably. Bury these under here. I don't know, is that wet enough? I think it's wet enough. I'll put my little lid on. And yeah, I know I have more moss in here than it needs, but I'm going to be propagating a bunch of stuff soon, so I'm probably going to end up sticking some more things in this container. But I'm just going to put this on the top of my shelf where my purple grow light is, and that way it can catch some sun. Also, this guy desperately needs to be repotted. Look at what's going on. All these roots are coming out of, like, I don't even know what this is. Was this aerial roots, or this is roots that should have been buried that are like now rotten? I don't know, but he's cute. He's cute though. I just need to, I did wash his leaves off, but I need to wipe him with like a neem oil, honestly, to get the watermarks off. But yeah, he needs to be repotted as well because I've never repotted him. So I got to do that. Alright, so I guess let me go ahead and explain about my begonia and why I'm going to be chopping it. Okay, so I got this huge begonia off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't know when it was. I could probably look back on my Instagram. I have pictures of it on my Instagram, and it was huge and beautiful. And I believe I had it like 2 seasons, so I put it out and then I brought it in. So it did really well over the summer. Well, this year I don't know, honestly, I really messed up. So I really messed up this year because I did not put it outside for summer. I just left it in my plant room. It didn't have this light hanging above it, and it just slowly has been whittling away. It's from the second I got it, it just did not look the same. I did repot it, not for a long time, but she had like never repotted it, I don't think, who I got it from, and she had it like many years. Now I have chopped this thing up multiple times. I have a handful of friends who have this plant that I have sent to them, and yeah, this plant it's a mother plant, let's just say that. So I was asking for help, and you guys voted, and it was pretty split. A lot of you said completely chop it down, and others said not to chop it, to wait until springtime to chop it. All right, so my planty friend Cody Lane, she saw my story, and she so kindly posted it like in a group. I think it's, let me see what it was called, the National Garden Association. So she asked it perfectly, and she showed some pictures, and I'm going to tell you what 2 of the people responded on there, 2 of those comments. So one of them says, since it's indoors, it can be cut back at any time. She should make some cuttings from the tips with the leaves just in case it doesn't recover. A shot of liquid food might get it back into shape a little bit faster. If it's going to be outside until spring, I would wait until it warms up. So one person from there says to wait. So here's another comment. It says trimming doesn't need to be drastic and done all at once. If it was mine, I would trim a few stems at a time. After the first batch takes root, trim a few more. Removing all of the plant's leaves at one time would make it more difficult to recover and yield a pot of stumps. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I've done it, but it doesn't have to be made to be that unattractive if you would prefer for it not to be. So I found out I had thrips, okay? I saw them over here on my plant stand on a plant, and I immediately started washing all of my plants. I've sprayed them down with an alcohol solution, and I've been washing them at the sink, and they're all about to need a drink again. So I'm just going to do the same thing again, take them to the sink, wash their leaves, and then, you know, give them a little drink. But I did not really inspect my giant begonia very good, and it was sitting over here, and I noticed the other day that it started getting a lot of crispy leaves. So I took it from its spot in my plant room and immediately quarantined it in my mudroom bathroom, and that is where it lives right now. And honestly, you guys, I really feel like I want to just cut it back all the way. So I've made the decision that I'm going to cut the plant back all the way. I know that it could shock it, or it potentially might not come back, but I hear that thrips can be really bad, and I just want to completely eradicate any thrips at all, because I have been going around with a little flashlight. I haven't seen any on any of my other plants, and I feel like if I continue to be like preventative as far as washing the leaves probably like once a week when I water, and just make sure, just to keep a good look, that I can get them under control. If I keep parts of this begonia still in my house, I feel like I'm going to get thrips. So because I've never dealt with thrips before, and I hear like horror stories from them that they'll like, you know, take over your whole plant collection, which I can see how it could do that because they're so absolutely tiny and hard to see, but I'm going to show them to you guys. So yeah, my husband said burn it in the fire pit, okay? He's like, you cut those things down and you go outside and you burn them in the fire pit. And that seems a little bit harsh, but I seriously might do it. I'm gonna use my phone flashlight and try to show you guys the thrips, and give you some close-ups. Do you see how it's like brown and mushy all up in the middle? That's what they first started looking like. Yeah, see how like in the center right there they're like mushy looking, and that is thrip damage. It's really kind of hard to tell, but you see how they're all curled up at the ends. I'm gonna flip a leaf over and show you guys up close, try to, you know, find some to show you how absolutely insanely tiny they are, and why I understand it can take over someone's collection, because you might not even know what's going on with your plant for a really long time if you don't know what to look for. I didn't know what to look for, okay? So I'm going to show you guys up close. Can you guys see that little tiny white dot right there? Do you see that little dot? That little dot is a thrip, and it will move. They'll crawl, okay? They're so small. They're so small, but it's moving. It's going away from the little vein. So yeah, that's me trying to keep this leaf steady. So yeah, it has thrips. They're really hard to see, but you can see them on the red. The white ones are like the young ones. I hear the black ones are the adults. I've never seen a black one yet, but yeah, there's thrip damage on basically everything. So yeah, it's got them. Right there's a big one. See it moving right there above my fingernail? So I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna cut it all the way down, okay? I don't care if I get hate for this. That's what I want to do. I want to cut it all the way down, treat the soil, and just start fresh. So I have a big laundry basket that I usually put a garbage bag in, and I use for like plant stuff. I'm gonna go get it, but we're gonna cut this down. It's time. And this other begonia had them. I sprayed it, but I need to check to see if I see any on it. These are the only plants that I've seen that had them. I have all three in this bathroom and this guy. So yeah, I've been washing them and spraying them and stuff.
Alright, now I gotta decide how low to cut it. I'm just gonna keep chopping. I should have restarted this plant a long time ago. Oh gosh, I just didn't. And yeah, I'm probably gonna put this plant into shock, but I don't know, you guys. It needs it. I'm gonna try to save it. See, that's a dead branch. The dead branches are like hollow. So it does have some dead branches that I'm cutting. I really, really hope that this, see, that one's dead. That one's dead too. The ones that are totally dead, I'm going to cut down as far as I can. Sometimes it won't cut because it's so dry. Dang. That one's dead too. Okay, so this did have quite a few dead branches. But I'm just cutting right, like a node is right there. So yeah, I'm cutting like right above a node. This is like the only plant my husband has, see, that whole branch is dead. Yep. It's like hollow, but yet the tip was still alive. That one's dead too. Okay, this needed it because a lot of these are dead. Like, a lot of these branches are dead in here. I don't know, maybe something else is going on. See, look. This is what a lot of them are. The branches are totally just, there's nothing to them. They're hollow. I don't even know. So yeah, a lot of them are that way. This one's that way too. What in the world? Something else is going on with this plant, not just thrips. Thrips don't just do that. Unless I was just actually like really killing this plant. Because that one's dead too. I can feel it. If you guys know what is going on with this, let me know. I didn't notice that because at the tip, you know, yeah, they're just completely dead, hollow branches. You'll be able to see when we can like look down in the pot. But yeah, if you guys know what the deal is with that, this is what it looks like when it's not hollow, like it's alive. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. Obviously, I know thrips can still be in this part, but it's going to be a heck of a lot easier to treat. And I am going to keep this under a grow light. Yeah, I'm going to keep it under a grow light. And we're going to have to see if it comes back. I also am going to top off the soil and just clean out any kind of like debris up in here. This plant is the only plant that my husband's ever given me grief about because he always like, what, that one plant you're murdering? He always tells me that. I'm killing it. Which is true. But yeah, because he remembers it when it was so big and beautiful. And I think it can be that again.
Alright, so here's what it looks like. You can definitely tell there are dead branches in it. So yeah, I'm just going to clean out any debris, and I think I'm going to cut these down a little bit lower because however they're cut is how it's going to grow in. I'm going to cut them down to that node. So yeah, I just cut it right above a node, so that's how it will, hopefully it'll just shoot out of that and grow up. So I'm going to cut some of these shorter because I really want the plant to like be grow in pretty even, and it's like really uneven right now. And then I'm going to clear this off. I'm going to spray this down with some insecticidal soap and leave it in here. Leave it in this bathroom for quarantine for a little while. And I may move its little light and hang it in here as well. Alright, it's done. I've got crumbs all over the floor. So I need to pick this up and get it outside, and I'm going to spray him down the tops of his soil. Yeah, I'm not going to try to spray like the tops of these branches. I'm going to let them just like callus on their own, but I'm just going to spray some down in here, and hopefully that'll kill any thrips that are there. I'm going to sweep up so nothing goes down my drain. Alright, so I took all the pieces outside. Yeah, I'm going to spray him down And I'm just checking all of these like really closely to see if there's any thrips on them, the ones that had them, and I don't see any at all. So I'm just going to be diligent about keeping them quarantined. I think I need to cut this stem off right here. Keeping them quarantined, and yeah, just hopefully this is it. Hopefully I eradicated them. They're gone for good, right? Maybe. Here's my Micans. It was living on my sunroom, but we had like a couple really cold snaps, and last season I did not bring this in, and I had it outside right next to a window, and it got cold damage, and I never cut the cold damage off. I just left it. There's still some injured leaves on here, but it's really bald up top. It needs to be repotted so bad, and I really want to propagate it, but the main thing I want to do is give it a board to climb. So I've been putting it off because I was gonna like propagate it, but I don't know, it's starting to look like kind of sad and droopy and like it needs some attention. So I think this needs to be handled ASAP. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but yeah, it needs to be handled like in the next couple days. So I'm just gonna probably just see if he's dry. He seems pretty dry. I'm just gonna give him some water, maybe with like a little bit of fertilizer, and see if I can get him to perk up some, and then figure out when I can sit down and do a repot with me, because I have a good story time this time. I have a story I want to share for that I forgot about, that I just, something jogged my memory. So yeah, I have a good story time for you guys. So I think I'm gonna do a story time repot with me and do this one or my Celta Picana. So I got the main thing done that I wanted to, chopping up my giant begonia, and I just want to go around in here with my flashlight and turn my ring light up and just check the backs of the leaves and make sure I don't see any thrips anywhere, just to be sure, because if there is, I want to make sure right now to like take them to the sink and wash them. So I just usually make sure I'm under a good light, and I always check for the bottoms, just like really close, get it in the light. And now that I know what to look for, I feel like I can spot it, but they were really hard to spot at first. So I just want to check and see. And then there's a leaf over here that's dead. I'm going to see if I can pull it off. But yeah, I don't see anything so far. I don't. But yeah, it'll be like yellowing leaves or crispy leaves, and you'll like look and check for pests and you won't see anything. I think the black ones, like the black is when they can fly. Like now they can't fly from, they can't fly very far. They can just kind of like go a little ways. So I wouldn't worry about them like flying through my house and getting on any of my other plants. But that's when they're like adults, and I haven't seen any of the adult ones. I've only seen the white ones. Here is my other one. I got two of these. One of them is for my friend Sam, but she's been getting snow, and I'm not going to ship it to her right now. I'm going to hold on to it for a little while. I was thinking about shipping it. Okay, let me see. Do I see one? No. I was thinking about shipping it to her, but we're not going to risk it. You know, we're not going to risk it. I can wait, and it's just exciting when I get a plant for a friend. I want them to have it like right then. But they're doing fine here. They don't have thrips, and because I had some thrips, I was like, let's just wait and make sure. Not that she's not dealing with a bunch of pests herself, but I was just like, we better make sure and that I don't send any thrips to you. But anyways, it's been snowing. It's too cold, even though I have like some thermal stuff. You know, I can do it when it's like a little cool, but not like this. So here's the dying leaf, which I knew this one was dying. It was slowly dying, but I don't have my scissors in here. Do I have my scissors, or is this branch? I tried to pull a branch. Yeah, the whole branch is like soft, but I can't get it out. I think these need a drink. I really haven't watered them much at all, and I've just been bottom watering them. And it feels like really dry. Honestly, since I've had them, I only watered them once. I got a comment on my channel of a suggestion to be careful to not like over water them, because they like can get root rot or whatever, or they're just finicky to it. I can't remember what it said. It was something about the water, something about the watering. Just to be careful with watering. Don't over water them. So yeah, those look good. I just want to check these really good because they were sitting under this light right where the begonia was. But yeah, I don't see anything. And again, when I go when I water these, I will take them to the sink and just wash all the leaves down anyways. And I'm going to get my scissors and cut that one dead leaf off. Yeah, I don't see anything. This was maybe the first culprit, my Gloriosum. It like had a leaf, dropped a leaf, had a leaf, dropped a leaf. And it has like all these little dots that look like it would be like thrip damage. Maybe it had thrips when I've washed my plants already, so maybe it had them, I just didn't notice. But it's putting out this leaf. I don't know if me washing it and spraying it did this to it or what the deal is, but yeah, I don't know if it's gonna like do anything. I don't know what to do with this. I'm not sure. I feel like it's dying. But yeah, it puts out a leaf and then like a leaf dies. It was doing really good for me for the longest time and then nothing. Okay, I do need to check this propagation box. I've got Monstera Addisonii in here and see if this needs to be... Ooh, it's kind of dry. It needs to be watered, but look at how cute. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute when they're babies. So I need to go get my spray bottle and water these. What else do I need to do in here? I need to chop plants so bad, you guys. I need to chop them. I hope the lighting's okay in this video. I think it's going to be crap because it's nighttime. But I'm going to show you guys how my Monstera Celtipicana is doing since we put it on the little brass trellis. Okay. Look at it. Isn't it so good? This is how long it is, okay? This is how much it's grown. Can you believe it? And the leaves have gotten huge. Like, compared to what they were like when it first started and to now, they're so big. I want to put this plant on a plank. This is what I want to put on the plank. I think I'm going to leave it. I might leave it in this pot. Just take it off of this trellis and try to put it on the plank in a bigger pot. Like put this down. Words, come on. I'm going to try to put this plant down in like a bigger pot so the wood can just like, I don't know. I got to figure out exactly how I want to do it, but I do want to put this one on a plank and just see how big I can get the leaves. So yeah, I just kind of have it like resting on itself. So it's really been happy since I gave it this little trellis. And then I can use this trellis for something else if I get this one on a board. So yeah, he's doing good. Okay, I guess I probably need to do like an update on my imports. The Splendid is in there. What else did I get from that import? They're being watered right now, but... Here's my Scindapsus Jade. I did just water this one like yesterday. And yeah, it's put out this new leaf for me since I unboxed it from my imports. And I did have to put like a little bobby pin down in here just to help it stay sturdy and root. But yeah, it's doing good. I think it would be really happy if I gave it something to climb, but it seems happy. And it's got the prettiest little baby leaf that came out. So yeah. Everything seems to be doing really good in my care from my imports. You guys don't even want to see my desk over here. I'm in like purge mode 5000. I want to just like clean out every spot of my house, every single cabinet, and I think I'm going to start within here. I'm probably going to just dedicate a whole video to cleaning this out and going through like all of my pots. So leave me a comment down below if you guys want to see that, because I'll film it if not. Sometimes I just have to like take the opportunity to do it when I can, but if you guys want to see it, you know, let me know. So another problem that I will encounter is not figuring out where the heck these plants came from. I'll end up pulling like 100 plants down and I have them in there just so and they all fit. and then I can't figure out how to get them back. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, I just hope this encouraged you guys to get some things done, check some things off your list. I know anytime I watch like cleaning videos or plant chore videos, I'm like, I gotta get with it. I gotta accomplish some things. So hopefully this encouraged you guys to like chop up some plants and check for thrips. Okay, don't forget, check for thrips, you guys. They're so tiny and so small. And yeah, the damage is just like, I don't know, I'm learning what the damage looks like, okay? It's just weird, or like it might be having some yellow leaves, but you don't see spider mites. I don't know. Just keep a lookout for thrips. Use your flashlight and shine. But anyways, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Yes, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back at you guys again soon with another one. Bye.